Up there, Sharon talking to a sergeant of some type with
That's-
yellow raffle tickets.
Yeah, that sergeant works in the captain's office.
I see.
I think his last name is Captain Moser.
No.
No, no.
Moser.
The captain at the station is Captain Jones. She's a,
Yeah.
Oh, Jones.
a
yeah.
woman. They have a woman
Yeah.
captain there.
Yeah.
And then they have the chief I met, but I can't remember his name. But this guy, Sharon, who is this guy? David Hooper.
He's the head of the neighborhood association. It's called New Mission Terrace Improvement Association.
That's what NMTIAS F.
Yeah, New Mission Terrace Improvement Association.
Okay, at Gmail. Okay, he gave me that.
Yeah.
Okay.
George, we're talking about yesterday's event at the San Francisco Police Night Out.
Oh,
At the Ingleside station.
Yeah.
was it good?
It was good. It's well attended. Lots of.
Yeah, you know, all the politicians showed up.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously the chief and 4 or 5 other, you know, captains, etc., came in. The fire department came in with a truck that was sort of off duties for about a half an hour, and then it had to go. And
They have about 6 or 7 tables that show all the
I could give
various
you the breakdown of it, 'cause I got all their stuff here.
yeah, associations mission and all that.
The
And of
district
course, there are
attorney
lots
showed
of-
up.
Lots
Yeah.
of food for the kids and adults.
And they had good pizza and popcorn.
Drinks,
Did you get any of the hot chocolate? It was really good.
No, I didn't.
candies.
I stood right next to it and talked to a young lady who is a police officer at City College. And, you know, she was there, etc. I did not know there was a separate unit that takes care of the city colleges within the department.
Yeah.
And you know, so we talked about, you know, City College and what's going on, and whether or not going to build those affordable housing across the street in the old, I would say the old reservoir that used to be there.
Yeah. The reservoir.
Well, it's
The chief's name is Scott. Chief Scott.
Yeah, Chief Scott. Yeah, I know. I met him when he first took office. He did a program at SI, and I went over there and with Sean, and you know, we met him. But there seems to be, when you overhear conversations, that he was talking with somebody. He says, "Well, I hope I can keep the uniform," and I know what that means. Okay, and there's kind of things around. People want to move him on, and the thing is, who else would they bring up? Probably somebody from halfway across the country. But you know, I did notice one thing: all these guys, all the police officers, all the sheriffs, they're all bigger and taller than I am.
Well, nobody would be afraid of you, Robert.
And there were a couple of Warrior basketball players there from the
You'd be
past.
a kneecapper.
What, George?
You'd be a kneecapper.
A little
yeah.
higher. And I know how to do that real well. It works well for guys, but women just kind of stare at you. Oh, well.
But there's a lot of raffle prizes, so it was a well-run event.
Yeah, they give away bicycles to the kids. I mean, that's really nice.
A girl's bike and a boy's bike, and then they had a skateboard they gave away.
Yeah,
They gave
huge
away
one.
a whole bunch of. They had a whole bunch of backpacks. They
I
had.
got a backpack.
They had two $50 gift certificates from 2 restaurants, and then the grand prize was the autographed Warriors T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, jersey.
Yeah.
President Bob, it's
What?
6:35.
Oh, it's 6:35. It is. Well, we can continue like this for a while. All right, let's call this thing to me, wherever we are, whoever we are here. I do have copious notes. Okay, it's a little past 6:30 on August the, what is it, the 4th, 5th, the 3rd. Okay, and oops, that's the board meeting. Let's try the other one. And okay, and we'll start this evening with the Pledge of Allegiance by Lion Lyle.
Okay. Repeat with me. Or
Good
just
flag.
let me say it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And Lion George, will you give us an invocation, please?
Yes, according to the Gospel of George, may this meeting refresh our spirits, nourish our hearts, and give us the energy to continue our commitment to serve as lions. Amen.
Very
Amen.
good.
Very
Very
good.
nice.
It's a good
George.
gospel, George.
Okay. Do we have to go around and introduce everybody? We know who we are, we're here, etc. Okay. We don't have any correspondence. How is Joe and where is he? Did anybody know?
He had a visit from his son. That could be why he's not here.
Okay.
But we do have correspondence. I'll fill in for Lion Joe. One was a thank you note from the Lions Project for Canine Companions for Independence
Mm.
for our $100, $125 continuing involvement with them. And another note that I have actually came through the football pool, and that is from Catherine Hemmerstead. She says hello to everybody, and she also mentions that she had a total of 5 people at her 101st birthday party.
Wow.
Oh, 101. Oh,
101. She's no spring chicken, but
no, but she has a presence of mind.
oh yeah, she wrote a very nice note. I'm not going to
Wow.
read the entire thing, but I was kind of surprised. I didn't realize she was quite that old, but she is.
But does she participates every year at the football
Yeah.
pool?
Uh,
Wow.
well, it's her square since Bernie Hammerstead passed away. I'm not sure how
Okay.
many people here knew Bernie Hammerstead. He was he transferred over to our club from the West of Twin Peaks Lions when they dissolved. It's a name you probably nobody here knows.
That's
Maybe
I didn't know
George.
there
and I
was a
did.
club like that before.
Yeah.
I only was aware of the mission one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, things come, things go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, let's see if we can get it some. Well, everybody's here. We're all here. Thank you very much. Let's go to the committees. Does anybody have anything to say before I say something?
I'm gonna. If I speak, I'll speak after you. Because
If you-
I find it hard to follow you, so this
Oh,
way
sure.
I can say less.
Okay. That's one thing I got along with David. Just it's got nothing to do with any of this. We're 2 guys. We're the same size. We're about the same vintage, and we're trying to out talk each other in the middle of it. Sharon saw that, so that's okay.
I saw it as well.
Anyhow, on the youth and community, I'm putting together a little marketing plan. I'm going to try to get out in front of everybody we can, all the way from the council to other groups that I know, just to see if we can, use it to make a little money, which we need, and so forth. On the football pool, I assume we're in good shape. And how many squares do we have left?
Well, right now every square is still reserved. I'm not going to really worry about it terribly for another month or so. I sent a few things out in the mail to people that do not have emails. Fortunately, some of them had already paid. So we're good there. We're all good with the football for the time being.
Okay,
I will send out another reminder email to everybody. So
good. And back just a second. Lyle sent me this. Where's the camera? Okay, there it is. This is the youth and community, and I'm using this kind of as a market piece to hold up in front of the class and so forth. Now on the crab feed, what they've asked us to do here is to pick a date. And where is Finish? In February, one or 2 Saturdays, so we can book it in and get it in there, and then get back to what's his name, Father James, and tell him, yeah, here's it, we'll take it, and here's.
well, have you discussed this at all with Bob?
Yeah, we've sort of, had a distance, and the only thing, I mean, he had one thing that he had a question about. Oh, that's right. He sent me the name of Brennan, the guy who was and still is, the maintenance guy, who thought we were just so terrific that he would invite us back, and that was the only thing I needed from him. But now I just want to make sure that he and the rest of us might have one of those Saturdays available so we can start, plugging this thing now.
Well, I can certainly appreciate that. I think you really need to talk to Bob Finich seriously about this. Secondarily, last time we did this was 2020, February 2020.
Yeah.
At that point, the rent on the hall was $400.
Right.
$100 additional is not terrible. But I don't know, did you check out the did you notice they said we had to purchase a certificate of insurance?
We do that anyhow. Ward
Archdiocese?
yeah, that's we do that anyhow. Ward takes care of that. It costs $98. We've done it, many times before, but Ward will take care of it. Yeah.
We have to make sure that they're going to accept our certificate of insurance, because at the level that we participate or the number of people we have, the insurance for the event with a liquor liability will be $340.
Where'd you get that number?
I downloaded the form from the link that was in the email you forwarded to me.
Well, we don't have to use that.
Well, we need to see if they're going to accept our insurance certificate.
Okay. Well, I will have a talk if I get Ward's right address and send this to him and let him take care of
it. We need to check that out, because that's a fairly large expenditure.
Typically a certificate of insurance is regulated, so they have a regular form that is used mostly by brokers. That's acceptable.
I understand, but there's.
But you're right; it has to be acceptable.
Yes. To them.
Yeah, with the date of the event listed on it.
Well, see what they're saying here is to get it through the Archdiocese rather than go to your own independent broker.
Yes. Well,
Of course, they want the money. They want the money.
They may get a kickback from this. I would not be surprised at all.
Knowing Archbishop Godfather, I would not be surprised. But
yes. So right. I wanted to talk about that.
Let me dig into it a little more.
Yes. Before you pull the trigger, make sure we have all the ducks lined up.
We will.
Okay. No worries.
Okay.
Sorry to bother you with that.
No, that's a good point. And I will communicate on that tomorrow with a few people that we know. All right. Anybody else have anything else that we should talk about at this point?
I talked to Bill Graziano today.
Yes.
And he's with what is it?
The Geneva-Excelsior Club.
Right. So
they're squeezing pennies out of pennies.
That's it.
Well, it's the Genovese against the Sicilianos. You got everybody.
They know a guy.
We know a guy. Yes, we always know a guy. I don't want to go there because too many guys I know.
Too many guys. Yes.
Okay, so
no.
So anyhow, in the announcements that we just had a nice time at the National Night Out for everybody. Yes, it was nice to see all the officers and the fire department and the sheriffs and the deputy sheriffs and the city college people. And this is the fire guys here. Okay.
And we might know that guy.
Yeah, the little guy in the middle. You can see I'm not big enough to be a fireman. And
and then this is the other photo that you sent me. They're handing out Rice Krispie treats apparently.
And there are all kinds of treats for the kids.
Oh, that's the raffle. I see. Okay.
Well, was that the raffle? Yeah, they were pulling the tickets for the raffle.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I see the ticket in his hand. I thought it was a Rice Krispie treat, but it's a ticket.
They
It
had
was
those
in a Rice Krispie box.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, there you go. That's
And if you get Zenny's pictures, then you'll have, you know, a few more that
Yeah.
are
Well,
pictures with the
I
chief.
sent
and
some
so
of them to Sharon.
forth. Okay.
well, there you go. Now everybody's seeing just about everything.
Okay. Anyhow, as I went around, I asked each of them, you know, who can I talk to about coming and be a, you know, a guest speaker, you know, for us. As you know, in the past, we've had the police, we've had the fire, we had the ETM guys, okay, we had those guys and ladies. So I will be getting back to them to see if we can, when we have our third Wednesday of the month meeting, have a speaker from one of the department that's out there, along with excuse me, I'll be right back as I move over here. This is one of the groups that were there, the Asian Pacific American Community Center. They look like a bunch of kids. Well, you know, anybody, you know, under 50 is a kid to me. Anyhow, they look like they have, like any other, you know, trying to take care of our community and so forth. They have a nice brochure with all the stuff on it, all the programs they do. And one of the things they obviously need is money. So I told them, come tell us your story. And so that was one of them that I talked to. Oh, I got my official vaccination certificate from one. They were giving away free vaccinations. You know.
Yeah, there is an area there where no IDs required. Just come in and we'll give you vaccination.
One of the other things they gave us was how to create a personal disaster plan and the tip line, you know, so forth. So we got, you know, some nice handouts along. Then there's other stuff back here if you want a pair of sunglasses or a whistle, or if Martin was here, I'd show him my new sheriff's badge that I got, so forth. So it was.
Well, Sharon got me you know, what is it called, Sharon? The bag?
Oh, the backpack?
Backpack, yeah.
Yeah, I have the backpack upstairs. That was very nice for them to do that. But it was a good community, yeah, you know, place, and the night wasn't too bad. And but I've never been around so much, you know, big, tall, husky, good-looking guys and women in a long time. Oh, they all had masks on. You never could tell.
They're all in uniform.
Well, of course they had to be. It was the chief showed up. They had to be in uniform.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's an official police activity.
Yeah.
Pardon me?
It's an official police activity. The national group is the police departments in all the states in the country.
Yeah. Does the Lion Clubs participate with all of them, or just certain ones?
No, just us.
Okay. Well,
No,
it was.
Daly City Host does one. Theirs is out at Stonestown. I've never been to it, so I don't know what they do out there.
I'll look at that. Okay.
I think it's just an individual thing that, you know, the different communities do.
Yeah, well, one other thing that I have, but I don't have a copy of it. There's a paper called the Ingleside Light.
That's right. You can subscribe to it.
I do that, and I get a couple times or once a week. They made enough money to stay in business another week or two. But you know, for all the things that they talk about in there, even though they're Ingleside, you know, they're on the other side of the freeway. I was going to see if we can maybe get an article in there about what we do, etc. What do you think?
Sure. I don't know if you'll have to pay for it, but sure.
No, I think they're looking for material all the time.
Yeah.
And
but they also like money for putting ads and stuff in the paper.
They do have a couple of ads, and so does the Mission Local. Do the same thing, and of course the best of them all is the Sunset Beacon, which is a real newspaper. I mean, you know, paper, not an online paper, but they might be a source. Outside of that, the Mission Education Center, I don't know about them yet. Balboa High, we have to wait till they get back, and we've taken care of the wilderness people, so that takes care of that part of the world. Okay. So at this point here, without any, oh, wait a minute, I got something, wait, I do have things here. This is from the council, okay? And, oh, maybe I put it right side up, it might work, okay.
Yeah, I could see that it was upside down.
Yeah, okay, whatever it does, I'm not quite sure. They want to come on a, you know, excuse me, last year they couldn't, no, that's the other thing. If I can find my voice, there it is. The district governor wants to do a meeting with us, and so I sent back to him, yes, we Zoom, yes, we're live, and I asked him, let's do a live meeting, and we meet on the third Wednesday. So we'll probably get on that schedule soon.
Yeah, he has to visit all the clubs.
Yeah, that's what they were. One lady was checking for all that stuff, so I did get that, you know, from him. And of course, the on the council, in regards to and Sharon, you know more about the council than anybody else.
Well, we're having our installation on the day before Labor Day. That's a Sunday, right? Labor Day is Monday, so it'll be the Sunday before the Labor Day weekend, and it's going to be out at the Elks Club. And right now, tentatively, the menu is prime rib and salmon, and I think the price is going to be $60 per person, and it's Hawaiian formal dress.
Hawaiian formal dress?
They have a formal dress?
Yeah.
Let's see, I have 3 or Zenny 4 Hawaiian formal dresses, right?
They have shirts, but I don't know if it's considered formal.
That's formal. Zen, you know that it's just like wearing, you know, the Filipino shirt that's all made. Oh, that would be
barong,
good.
Barong Tagalog.
Yeah, the barong would be good to go, and that'll flash them because half of Hawaii is Filipino anyhow.
Yeah, so it's going to be a joint installation of the San Francisco Coordinating Council and the Peninsula Coordinating Council.
That's good.
And the Peninsula people will be in the Hawaiian shirts, I guess. And our president wants to do white jackets for the guys. Originally he said formal for the ladies, and I said, well, how about just business attire for the ladies? I said, we don't all want to wear, you know, fancy stuff. And he said, yeah, that's fine. So I guess it can be, if you want to come in a formal, you can come in a formal. If you don't want to, as long as it's a nice outfit, a suit or jacket and skirt or whatever, you can come in that.
I'll just show up in one of my Royal Aloha shirts. That'd be fine.
They're just interested in getting our $60, so I don't think they really care too much. Well, if you don't come fancy dress, they're not going to kick you out.
Okay, all right. Well, can we adjourn this part and move on to the money part?
Sure.
Let's not quite adjourn yet.
Okay, go ahead.
On the youth and community, I sent out an email, I think it was yesterday.
I saw that.
Really what it was about was expanding our list of people who would possibly buy tickets from us. And that list has not been renewed for many years. And so that's why I sent that out. Any comments about that letter? Any ideas? Is anybody going to do anything about it?
It's amazing how the statistics of all the participants have changed through the years.
Yes.
There's quite a few of them at first, and then it dwindled down just a bit to almost manageable numbers today.
Well, it's changed a lot over the years.
Totally.
When we were doing the charity raffle, for seriously doing the charity raffle, that's the $100 a ticket. I would send out 350 letters. And that list has dwindled over time because it really really has not been renewed in at least 10 years. At least 10 years.
Yeah,
But
but
what
wasn't the first prize a lot of money though, Lyle, like $10,000 or something?
Well, when it ended, it was 12,500.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
that's gonna draw more people than just $1,000.
I
Even to
understand
me,
that.
that's a lot of money, but.
Yeah, but the
you know,
price of tickets might be higher than just, the amount that we charge today in order to have $12,000 attractiveness to those participants.
We couldn't, as a club, we could never give that much money away.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is the rules have changed. When we were doing the charity raffle, the state of California was not 100% serious about enforcing their lottery or their raffle rules. Okay. Under the current raffle rules, we would have to raise at least $12,000 outside of ticket sales.
Mm.
This is yeah. I don't want to upset anybody.
Yeah,
This is something that bothers me. People do not pay attention. The reason that we need sponsors for the ads and sponsors for the prizes is we need to raise $4,000 in order to hold the raffle. And I've been saying this for 5 years and people still don't understand it.
well, why don't we change the word raffle to the word drawing?
It doesn't matter
matter.
what you call it. It's still run by or has to be approved and reported to the state of California. I don't care what you call it. Call it opportunity. Call it, I'm going to give some money away. Call it anything you want. It's still a raffle and it's still run by or regulated by the Secretary of State.
Regulated
I'm
means we
sorry.
have to pay the state, right?
We don't have to pay the state anything. We pay them $25 for a license.
Yeah.
That's it.
So wasn't there a controversy over what we called it, and that's why you had to change it? Because couldn't run a raffle because it was
No.
supposed to be
No.
raising
No.
money for donation?
No.
Well, that was the story I heard.
The entire thing was you can only use 10% of ticket sales for prizes and for costs.
Uh-huh.
Over half of the money we raised on the raffle was used for prizes. That did not fit the rules of the state of California.
Gotcha.
That is the only reason we were stopped from doing it.
Okay, so what we need to do two things as far as the raffle is concerned. All right, we need to get more people involved, more new units of sales involved, so we can have larger tickets, more ticket sales, and we have to find the sponsors on that one page that's in here someplace to fill in all those sponsors for 50, 100, 500, $1.85, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there needs to, not every prize or every, thing needs to be filled in with a person. Okay. We just need $4,000, period. It has to add up to $4,000.
Okay.
Okay. There are ads available for people, and this happens every year. Generally speaking, we have the same people placing ads. There's Ward Donley, myself, George Soleil,
So
Bob Finetch puts an ad in. Bob Lahans put an ad in, I think, 1 year. Those make up, and I think Bill's Lock Service put an ad in 1 year. Okay. Those are the people that put that pay the most, so to speak. Okay.
Okay.
And then the rest come from prize sponsorships. Sharon sponsors the second prize, which is $500. That's very generous.
Okay, well, I will speak to my financial advisor, whose picture's right there, and we will talk about sponsoring. We did, I don't know whether we did one, but we'll fill it up. Okay, or we'll find friends to fill it up.
I honestly do not know what to say. I mean, ticket sales are all well and good, and I want to sell as many tickets as possible. We make a ton of money from the friends and family part of the program. That's why I'm pushing for it. Okay. Last year we sold $4,500 worth of tickets to friends and family. Out of that, after you deduct the costs for various things, we probably made $4,000. That's over half of what we made.
So what you're saying, Lyle, ideally having selling groups is good, but if each member went out and sold an extra couple books, that's the friends and family that bring the actual money to the club.
Yes, that and member sales do also. In other words, buying books of tickets, that only accounts for about 100 books. Okay. Friends and family accounted for 450 books. That's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's very huge.
I'm beginning to understand the numbers now.
Okay.
Okay.
And so, we can only do what we can do. Okay. Another step I've done is in the background, I'm going to start sending not only the letters, but the thank you letters out via email instead of mailing them out to save money. Because every thank you letter probably costs us, including the paper and everything else, I have to say they probably cost probably 75 cents a piece.
I
And
agree with that.
that's 55 cents for postage. 1, 2, 3, 55, 75. It probably costs us closer to 85 or 90 cents, realistically, after everything is said
Okay,
and done.
then we can do email.
Well,
That's what Lyle is
it
proposing.
has to work within the system that is set up. Okay. I've done research, and it's fairly well done. I have it all working. I sent a sample out to George, and he gave it the George approval seal. So I think we're good.
Oh, we know where George is now. Okay.
Yes, George is on board.
Dominoes and biscuits, it's been blessed.
What was that?
I said, in Dominoes and biscuits, it's been blessed.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes. So I don't want to take up the entire talk with youth and community, but there you go.
I do. Thank you. But yeah, because I'm going to understand this, because I just see this as a way to really get out there and get active with people that we know, any place in town or other places. All right.
I just received a telegraph note from my boss.
Yes.
And she says, if you call it an opportunity drawing, you have to give a ticket to anyone who requests it, and they don't have to pay for it.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh, that's not good.
But
No, we got the expense of doing the ticket.
we already have that. If you ever read the ticket, it's already on there. The bottom 4 lines say, if you want a free ticket, send a self-addressed envelope to me and I'll send you a ticket.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. But it's going to cost them 55 cents to send the letter, so I'm not going to get too many of them.
All right.
And you never
But anyway.
you put it in the bucket.
Well, no, you can't do that. You one thing about doing work for charity stuff is you have to be 110% honest. You can't shortchange anything.
That is true.
If you're going to do it,
Right,
do it right.
the winner is responsible for state taxes. That's the federal, not necessary to continue Okay, participate, join me. Excuse me.
That's okay. The type's pretty
Aid in
small.
accounting contributions. Free tickets, one per family, may be obtained by sending a self-addressed, etc. You're right. I've never read the fine print.
That's correct. Things are always in the fine print.
Why are they
So
called fine
that
print?
has always been on the ticket.
Well, see how we're all learning together tonight?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Once again, I'm sorry to take all
No,
that.
no, you did that.
No,
Listen, we've all
it's
learned.
important that
I
you
didn't know
enforce
that.
it.
And now we know how to approach this on a, to get it there, we know what we need. And we will pester people to get things done with what we need. We will approach and positively ask them.
Okay, let me
Maybe with my friend Louis, but that's okay.
give me one more moment if I could find it. If I could find it. Blah 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 blah. Yuck yuck yuck. Oh, where's it at? I got about 50 bazillion files on my system. Oh, did anybody take time to look at the page that people sign up? Sign up for the friends and family thing. There was a link in that email I sent you.
I just printed off what you sent us here, but I noticed there was a not in this one, nothing, not in this one, not in this. Got to be this one over here. But I noticed there was members Y&C raffle report. Okay, that was, the books, and then there's advertise it, sponsored detail. I see all of that here.
No, that's the financial report. That's not what I'm talking about.
I didn't
That's
see
all
the
right.
link in the.
Don't worry about it. Can everybody see this?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I recognize it.
Okay. This is a partnership packet, so to speak. It has this flyer on there. Also has a spiel about what happens. Has a copy of the agreement that people agree to when they get the tickets. This is a sample of the tally sheet that I provide to them. And this is a printout of the remittance form that they send in with a remittance, or how they figure out their remittance, how much money to send us. And this is a sample letter of a renewal letter. And this is a sample renewal form. This is more or less what you need to share with people, Bob, if you're going to.
Yeah, because I haven't seen that before.
Okay. But anyway, it's
Well, just shoot it to me, and I'll put together a little presentation.
I will email it to you. But also that's also on our website on the youth, and with a link from the youth and community page.
Okay.
In case anybody's looked at that. And people or groups can also sign up online via our website to sell tickets as well. So that all that, just like everything is on the web. It's all there. Okay.
Okay.
And if it's on the web, it has to be true.
Yeah, I did pass out a lot of our card, my card, and practically everybody add the question, oh, where's your website? And I said, right down here at the bottom of the card. See, it's right there. So you go to the website, and it'll give you all you need to know. Yes. And so at least that was there. And it seems these were mostly youngsters there last night, and except for David and myself. And they were all website. Where is it? Which worked out fine. So that's good. So if I can have that, that'll let me put together a package now that I've cleaned up some things and gotten a little more tight. Now, is there anything that you really want to go into on the asset and liability report here? And notice
You want to switch
all highlighted. I actually read it.
There's not enough people here for a board meeting, I don't think. But
no, there isn't.
You see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we do have a quorum, I believe. But nevertheless, I don't think anything is going to come up. I will give I don't have the minutes of the previous board meeting, but we'll skip over that for the time being. Treasurer's report. I'll read just the highlights as of July 31st. That's that. Are there any questions at all on what on any of the sheets I sent out?
Yeah, on the which report is this? The one that's got Wells Fargo on the top. It says uncleared transactions, checks and payments, 6 items. Some of them are still out from March and April.
That's the activities fund, correct?
It says reconciliation,
Yes.
activities account, period ending. Okay.
Well, 4 of those are from 2 are from March, 2 are from April.
Yep.
And 2 are from July, which are current. 2 of those 4 are for the Nikkei Lions Club.
Yeah.
I sent an email to Bill Stefanovich,
Yeah, Bill. We know Bill.
Who is the president of the Nikkei Lions this year, asking him to contact his treasurer and to get those deposited.
Okay.
The oldest one from March the 4th is a $25 runner-up check from the student speaker contest. If they try to cash it, it doesn't go through, they'll contact me, I guess. And then the other one is from last year's football pool, written to Vicki Tentler.
Okay.
That check has been remade to her friend, Al Gentile's girlfriend. I can't think of her name off the top. Eileen, yes. Apparently, Vicki Tentler has Parkinson's, and so it's very difficult for her to take care of banking and things.
Got that.
So
Okay.
I don't know what's going to happen with that. I'm aware of it, and I actually talked to Vicki or to Elaine about it. That's when I sent the check to her. So
okay, that was what I saw on that, and I just wonder why people don't cash checks.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. It's kind of the end of the COVID period. When COVID wasn't in full swing in 2020, checks would sit around for months. I guess people were afraid to go to the bank or whatever. I don't particularly understand it myself, but it is what it is.
Well,
We haven't had very much trouble with anything, so I think we're good that way.
Okay.
Is that the only question?
No. It's just that Sean has shown me how to do with the phone and deposit checks.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are still, they want to go to the bank, put it into there. I understand that.
I use that method of deposit from time to time when I only have one check.
Yeah.
Many times I'll have multiple checks and to
then
sit there and photograph the front, photograph the back, complete that deposit, photograph the front, photograph the back. I'm not going to do that for 20 checks.
I agree with that.
That's crazy. So, and I actually only go to the bank once or, a couple of times a month, really, to be honest with you. That's all I need to go personally. So
I go when I'm going grocery shopping because Wells Fargo is everywhere.
Well, the Bank of America just closed their outlet in our Lucky store in Lakeshore.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I was there a long time.
They've been there for a long time, but
Yeah.
they can't keep 3-4 people in their stuff. So the bank up on Terravelle and 20th totally remodeled, and now they got where you can go in privately and securely to do the machine, and so forth, and things like that, which is a lot better than standing in the middle of the street like it used to be. Take your money out and the guy come around the corner and say, hi, how are you? You know, that sort of thing. So,
Yeah.
anyhow, anything else we'd like to discuss, George? Anything
Anyway,
going on in the plumbing business?
I'm going to make a motion. We approve the treasurer's report.
Okay, I can't second it. Second it, somebody.
Second,
Oh,
second,
Okay, it's been motioned and seconded that we approve the treasurer's report. All those say aye.
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 Okay,
Aye,
fine.
aye, aye.
It's been a motion approved to pass that we approve the treasurer's report.
Excellent. You're the man.
Okay, now that we don't have, is there anything else that we really, on the business side, due to the fact that, is there anything else that we need to really talk about here? No, I don't see anything that,
Relatively speaking, I don't have anything. I can always make something up if you really need to talk about something. I got stuff I haven't even looked at yet
well,
from
the only thing
1977.
I have here is I made a mistake at the installation. I had asked Bill to, make his motion like he normally did. And then at the end of the installation, I got so excited I forgot to ask Bill. So I was going to ask Bill if he'd make his
The
motion.
meeting was never called to order, so you don't have to have a motion to end the meeting.
That's right. We didn't call it to order. It did well. Okay. Well, we got it done. Thank you all for
That type of an affair, you don't call to order ordinarily.
Why not?
I don't know.
Then everything's on record.
Don't.
Okay.
Then
Well,
everything is on record. You don't want all of those people that are drinking and telling wild stories be recorded.